Hi everyone, today I'll be showing you a solo Warlock master run on a garden world. So let's get started. And yes, we killed all the champions. Yay! So I'll be using VoidWalker Top Tree with Witherhoard Masterwork with Uriel's Gift for the anti-barriers and Fallen Guillotine for the DPS. So for my helmet I use double grenade launcher with take and charge. Then I use enhanced grenade launcher loader with another grenade launcher loader. I recommend just using enhanced and leave you don't need an extra grenade launcher loader. For the chest plate I use counter charge with high energy fire and overload grenades. Then for the legs I use enhanced sword scavenger since we're using a sword, and grenade launcher scavenger since we're using Witherhoard, and shield break charge to get charge of light. And we'll be using oppressive grenades or the oppressive darkness with loosened blade. So let's get started. Alright, yay, we're gonna do a warlock run. Woo! This is gonna be fun. So what I'd like to do is just go on the Spire and clear down ads. You can skip it, but I recommend not to be honest. So you can just use your grenade or your Witherhoard. You can just take your time with the goblins. Since this is master, you don't have to rush too much. Legend is a different story. I think there is a video I made where I did play Legend on Garden World. I don't remember right now. I think I did on Hunter. I don't remember. But yes, I think I did Legend. I don't think I done Master for this. So I thought Warlock would be fun since I was Titan last week. So like I said, you can take your time. Slow and steady wins the race. Yes, it does in here. Okay, the Infinite Forest. I did mention my legend that it's your best friend or your worst enemy. Well, for this run, it's my worst enemy. I was getting a little bad luck with the plates. I remember I spent 5 runs where the plate was snipers and it killed me 1 hit. I had to start all over again. So here you can throw your grenade and then you can shoot your Witherhoard. So like here, I had shank snipers and then I died 1 hit, 1 or 2 hits, I start all over again. So here I was a little lucky that finally I can take my time and kill ads from the ground. So the Infinite Forest is RNG, so I do not have any advice too much for this. All I can say is take your time, shoot as distant, and with this loadout it's a bit tough to shoot distance since you're using an auto rifle, Witherhoard, and the sword. So definitely be careful, and I wish you good luck with the RNG, with the plates. That's all I can say about this run. And I will say the match game does not work in the Infinite Force, so you can use your sword on arc, harpies, anything. So now here I'm just taking my time. Really nothing I can say about the Infinite Forest because we're not through the garden world yet, and to go to the garden world Nightfall we had to pass this Infinite Forest plate. So here I kind of got bad luck. I got snipers again. I kept getting snipers in every run and it was irritating, so of course I have to, you know, throw grenades and shoot my Witherhoard at distance and just pray for my good aim because you know I'm really bad at throwing grenades, which this is a perfect video where you guys can make fun of how I throw grenades. I'm just bad at it. Well, sometimes I'm good at it. I mean, there was one in like a Shadows where I actually did throw my grenade pretty good at long distance, but for this footage, no, not so much. So yes, take your time. Like I said, Infinite Forest is RNG, and look at this. You should see that. So this goblin decided to move and try to kill me, and it's really hard to hide the snipers from this area. Luckily I had my healing rift and I used it, But if I didn't have my healing rift, I would have been dead already and start all over again. Yes, I could go back over here, but the problem is I had to use my Witherhoard to shoot the goblins, so it was a little gamble for me for this run. I mean, for this part, to be honest. So now I got sick of camping and decided to go aggressive player and use my sword. So yeah, as you can see, I really hate the Infinite Forest. I never liked it, and I never will like it ever again. Never. And I'm trying to remember if Destiny is going to put this in Vault-in content, and I'm not sure. I'm trying to remember. I know with the Festering Core they will. Trees of Probabilities. Oh, okay. I think this one in Seventh Song. Okay. So, yeah. Oh, bummer. Yeah. I guess I should spend a little time on this Nightfall before it goes away. So now just using my Witherhoard. And I'm sorry for the clips. My PS4, for some reason, every time I record for my PS4, it does these little lag clips. I apologize, but there's really nothing I can do until I get a PS5. Maybe I can do some tweaks about it, but for now I can't, and my PS4 is really, really old. So really nothing much I can do. So I like to say before going to the last plate, I would recommend to watch out for the evil Cyclops, where they can kill you one hit, just like raids. You know, when you play the Garden of Salvation. Same thing over here, they kill you one hit. So now I'm trying to do a good aim and try and shoot my Witherhoard from a distance before going to the next plate. And yes, I'm taking my time over here. Trying to measure myself and shoot a Witherhoard. Isn't this fun? Yeah, so just taking my time. So once I shoot the Cyclops, I will use my double bomb. I'll use my Nova Bomb to take down the second Cyclops. So now taking my time, yes, I finally was able to hit one, and then I could push a little forward and I can finally kill Cyclops with the Nova Bomb. And it's taking its time. Okay, there we go. So now you can open the gate and then Vex will spawn, and they are extremely aggressive. Be careful. Even at LFG, these guys can kill you. Even in LFG, even in a fire team, I've seen an LFG where people get killed by these goblins. Like, don't underestimate, you know, how they look. They're evil. So now we're finally going to the Nightfall. Yay! And then we'll be having champions soon. So champions won't be spawning until later, when we reach to almost towards the Minotaur. So now we're going to throw our grenades. And another thing I'd like to mention is these goblins, sometimes they spawn, I don't know, they do this weird teleportation where they spawn in front of you. If they do that, sometimes they don't. If they do, back away, throw your grenade or Witherhoard away, because those little goblins will kill you if they teleport in front of you. If they teleport in front of you. If they don't, then you don't need to be afraid of them. So here I was just throwing my grenade, and then I saw Minotaur. You can make this Minotaur work towards you, just like the Overload champion, which we will talk about it later with the actual champion. So you could just use 2 swords and kill it quickly. Or if you're using an auto rifle, Void, you can use your Void. But I recommend to shoot distance because they can be a little aggressive. So now I'm just taking my time going behind a tree, and I decided to use my healing rift because for some reason the Minotaur from the left side kept shooting me, and I was hiding behind a tree. For some reason it was damaging me. I don't know why. But, you know, Destiny. So now I was able to use my grenade, and then I could take down the Minotaur. And now we having harpies, and you could just use your sword Swords can bypass shields, so you can just take advantage of the sword and just kill it quickly. And because breaking down the shield, I get Charge of Light, I get High Energy Fire buff along with the Loosened Blade buff. So now we're gonna deal with 2 champions. But first, before we deal with the champions, we're gonna deal with these harpies, where they like to spin to the right or left if you shoot them. I'm not even joking, these dudes like to spin around. They like to do like a little dance before they die. No, I'm not joking. I'm serious. Look. Seriously, look, take a look when I try to take down the shield of the harpy. Let's play hide and seek too. You can see that I'm trying to kill it, but these anti-barriers are gonna shoot me if I stand too opening, too still. So you can see, there you go. It likes to do a little dance and go to the left or right. So I was trying to kill the harpy. Finally I did. It was taking me way too long. You can push here towards this V little tree shape. Before we take down the champions, recommend to take down the Hydra with your Witherhoard. Or if you're not using Witherhoard, you can try throw a grenade. Or if you have a grenade launcher, you can use your grenade launcher. So now it's just taking down the harpies first and the Hydra. And then once I clear down all of those ads, then we can deal with the 2 champions, 2 barrier champions. And yeah, we're gonna see a lot of double champions in this Nightfall. I mean, you thought this was annoying. Just wait till later. We're gonna deal with 2 more champions like this. This is nothing. There's more. So once these anti-barriers are in the right position where they don't shoot you when you're crouched, you can use your grenade. Hold it. And then you can break down the shield and use your Witherhoard. Or if you have your grenade, you can throw it. And yes, you can see that I tried to shoot my Witherhoard. And the second anti-barrier wouldn't let me, it bounced. It can happen. I will say bear with it. It can be frustrating. And luckily, sometimes these anti-barrier champions, they like to move back and forth. Especially if it's just one of them. But luckily it stands still. And what you can do when it's stunned, if you have sword, you could just push and kill it quickly. That's what I did, because I didn't want to waste my ammo. For some reason, I don't know, I was trying to switch to my Witherhoard, and it did this charge attack by itself. Don't know why. I guess I'll never know. Must be a controller thing. So now we hit the box. And we're gonna deal with the Vex. The mini boss. So I like to shoot one Witherhoard. You don't have to. For me, I just do it. I guess I got used to it. You shoot the box and you don't jump because grounded is on. Recommend you don't jump at all in this Nightfall. You pop a healing rift, then you use your super. And there you go. Also shoot a Witherhoard next to you because these Vex like to sneak around. These dudes. Then you can shoot the box from here so all the ads can go into the entrance and will ignore you, except 2 little ads, or 3, maybe 4. I'm looking right now. Yep, I would say 2 to 3. Also, I like to say that for this Nightfall is chaff, so you can't see the map. And I will say this is the easiest mod compared to Togetherness, Nutrition, and Famine. Famine's the worst, but I mean Togetherness is the worst. But yeah, so I threw a grenade up there and just taking my time, and yes, my PS4 lagged out. Don't know why. Sorry. It happens on console. So over here you can use your auto rifle. And you can take your time. Doesn't really matter here. Not too much. So now we're gonna deal with more barrier champions. Remember that I said you saw double champions? Well, take a look at this. We're gonna see like 1, 2, 3. There's 3, and then there's more later when it spawns. So first you want to deal with the harpies. If not, they're going to ruin your DPS with the barrier champions a lot. So over here, what I like to do is use my Witherhoard and my grenade. For some reason, my grenade hit the ceiling. Don't know why. It was kind of weird. It never happened to me before, but for this run, it did. So you can stun and use your Witherhoard. For some reason, my Witherhoard bounced through an invisible wall. You can see that it wasn't bouncing when I shoot it, but for some reason the game decided to have this invisible wall to bounce my Witherhoard. So now I like to go back and get some ammo. Recommend just to get some ammo before dealing with more barrier champions. I mean, if you thought that's the end of the barrier champion, then you're wrong. There's more. Like, we're gonna deal with 2 more and then another 2. So yeah, we're gonna deal with 4 champions. Yeah, this is fun. Master. Basically Grandmaster if I was under 25, but we'll talk about that later. So now I'm just waiting for my super, because I'll be using my super for a Pacific barrier champion, which gives everyone a headache. So how's everyone doing? How's LFG? I heard it's very easy in Grandmaster. I mean, that's what I heard. I haven't played LFG yet, but anyway, our super's here and you can just run through this wall, pop a healing rift, and you can throw your grenades as well. And then once you stun the barrier, immediately use your super. Reason why I wanted to get rid of this barrier champion is this barrier champion likes to move around, and I didn't want to deal too much with the barrier champion, to be honest. It was giving me a headache. So now over here we can deal with the next barrier champion. You can stun it and throw your grenade. This one is pretty easy to handle, to DPS it. The one that I killed before was pretty tough, but yes, I guess depending of where you're standing. So now I like to go around this wall. There'll be harpies spawning. If killing enough harpies, 2 champions will spawn. So over here, I was just taking my time to try to kill as much harpies as I can. It's a little tough to kill all of them because these barrier champions like to move around. But if you do kill all champions, I mean all the harpies, they like to move to the left side where the stairs are. Over here I was trying to kill them behind this wall, but it didn't really work out too well. It really depends what you want. So I decided to kill all the harpies so I can make them walk towards the stairs. It just seems more easier for me. So definitely focus on one barrier champion at a time, not both. Well, it is possible to do both with sword, but then again I didn't want to risk it, so I just took my time with this. So I was trying to shoot down the barrier champion, but the other barrier shoot was blocking my way, so also be careful when dealing with these barrier champions. Yeah, I know, this is horrible. So many barrier champions in this Nightfall. Just wait till next week. It's gonna be more, well, not barriers, but we're gonna deal with a lot of overloads. But yeah, I guess you'll find out next week. So now we take down the last barrier champion. You can just spam your grenade since we have the exotic gauntlets. So now we're just collecting some ammo. Whew, so now we're gonna be dealing with Overload champions, and I was just thinking maybe I should spam some Witherhoards, because all these ads and goblins, snipers will spawn. And so I was just spamming my Witherhoard just to get rid of these ads. Just to take my time over here. So there are around 2 overload champions around this spot. You can make it run towards you near the stairs, so you can use your overload nades. Since we don't have overload bows, you know, etc., we can take advantage of our grenade, but we have to be really careful. So now for our first overload Minotaur, finally it's going aggressive towards us. You can stun it and then use your sword, and then you can scout for more ads. If there's no more ads, then you can deal with the next Minotaur. Because I don't have my grenade, I was just collecting some weapons, ammo, and I will say that the overload champion can follow you from where I am. Sometimes it does, but luckily it didn't. I was just double checking since we don't have our radar. It's chaff mode. Chaff mode, so just have to make sure everything's good to go. So since we have our grenade bag, we can make this overload champion walk towards us. So I was trying to shoot it just to say, hey, I want to talk to you. So you can throw your grenade and you can stun it and then use your sword. Probably the easiest way to deal with champions. And yes, you can use other weapons instead of a sword. You can use the Miyazaki sniper. You can use the grenade launcher. You can use Xenophage. You can use a lot of mode. But we'll recommend high energy fire if using Xenophage. Just to let you know, I recommend it. Without high energy fire, Xenophage is not that good. So over here I was just thinking, so over here is a little tricky. So there's gonna be a box where the Vex Minotaur is gonna go. So you can throw your grenade, right, with overload, and then you can shoot the box before it spawns. So what I did is I shoot the box before the bubble pop, and I broke the shield or the bubble. So I was backing away because my overload nades, I used it to stun it so it won't kill me in the progress of shooting the box, and then I'll come back and deal with the overload. So there's around 3 overload champions. So when breaking down the box, you'll be dealing with the mini boss. And there'll be 2 barrier champions camping, so I don't recommend walking out. So over here I wanted to deal with the mini boss. So I want to take him down first, but I was being a little cautious here because sometimes these overload champions like to pop and go aggressive towards you when DPSing this mini boss. This mini Minotaur boss. So now finishing up with that, I was trying to see where's the overload Minotaur. Looks suspicious. Nothing here. So I would say be careful over here, especially with the fire team. It looks like there's no ads here, but there is 3 champions and they are hiding to try to do a sneak attack. So here what I like to do is just lure them here and definitely stun them and then use your sword. But wait, we're not done yet. There are 2 more, and for some reason my controller was being weird every time I try to switch to a different weapon. There are more champions, and I already know it's not safe to push towards the barrier champions. So now I was just thinking, how am I gonna lure the overload champion? So I decided to go over here and just do a little scouting because I already know there's gonna be, oh, there they are. They just appeared out of nowhere. Did you see that? Now that's weird. So when I was looking at the barrier champions, I didn't see them, and then when I looked again, they just appeared out of nowhere. So these Overload champions are buggy as hell. That's just no way. Did you guys see that? It wasn't there when I was looking at the barrier champions at first scout. So, or first, you know, first lookout. Anyway, like I said, you can just lure them here and then use your sword. So that's all the Overload champions for now. For now, I didn't say like completely gone. So you can shoot the box. And I was just going to wall to make sure these dudes won't kill me. They love to kill. They're evil. So you can go up here. And I was just taking my time here because I didn't want to go to the teleportation because it won't be platinum. So now you can take your time with the two champions. So yes, I would say this is the hardest part of the Nightfall. Besides the boss, I don't think the boss is too hard. But this part is when everything can go wrong. So if I couldn't hit the box, then that means I will have to first deal with all the 3 Overload champions, which would take more time. I would say 5 minutes extra time, like right now. And then deal with the Minotaur. Then deal with the anti-barriers. That would be plan B, but it would take so long and it would be boring. Let's just be honest, it would be super boring. So yes, you can kill one champion at a time. So I didn't want to go pursuit to my sword. It was near the edge and I had a feeling if I kill it, I could miss or some lag. And then what happened is I could just die. So I didn't want that to happen. So I was just checking for ammo and then you can just go to the teleportation. And now we're gonna deal with more champions. What, you thought this was it and that's it? No, that's not all the champions. There's more. Bungie just loves putting a lot of champions in this Nightfall. Isn't that fun? I'm gonna deal with more champions. We're almost at the boss fight, but I mean, if you thought those barrier champions were annoying as hell, well, we're gonna go into more of that. So that was just 3 champions appearing, and yeah, we're gonna deal with a lot of them. I'm trying to remember how many champions are on this route. So what I like to do is go around here, go on top of here, so we can deal with the Overload champion. And make sure you don't go near the portal. So here you can shoot your Witherhoard and you can deal with the Overload champion. Now over here I think I messed up here. I was trying to shoot a Witherhoard on the body and then I missed. I'm not sure if it's this footage or the other footage. I'm trying to remember. Okay, it's this one. Yes, so I didn't do a good job of throwing my grenade good in my Witherhoard. So yeah, for some reason I was taking too much time on this. But yeah, this could happen. So best is always have a Witherhoard body shot before you're throwing your grenade. So right now I'm just throwing my body shot on Witherhoard. That way it can do massive DPS with high energy fire. So yes, things can happen. Nobody's perfect. I'm not perfect. You know, there are times where I just cannot kill the Overload champion. Don't know. It happens. So what I like to do is go on top of here, in this little platform. And we're going to deal with 2 more champions. And what I like to do is just take down 1 champion at a time. And I tried to Witherhoard, but the other Bear's champion shield, it reflected. I got a little impatient, so I just wanted to use my sword since I was full ammo. Then you can go and get some ammo. Oh, in an LFG, one person can deal with the champions and one person can deal with that. I don't know. Could be either way, but yes. Now, sometimes the ad spawns here. Recommend to just have your grenade ready and throw your grenade and then pull back. Reason why is the anti-barrier champions already spawn and they can shoot you far away from the distance, and when you go to the teleportation it's hard for you to escape because of the animation. So basically you cannot move too much when you're in the air. Like for example here, I can't move. Like, you know, like Sonic, when it does the run, you can't move the character. So you have to be careful. So now I'll be dealing with more barrier champions. Yep, and this little barrier champion is a bit tricky because when you use Witherhoard, sometimes it goes between the legs or over the head. As you can see, yeah, I said it. It went through the legs and it's so annoying. And this is a little RNG here. Sometimes a barrier champion can be where the goblin is. See the hobgoblin I killed? Sometimes it could be there. So this is, I'm gonna say this part's RNG where the barrier champions. I'm trying to remember my legend mode. I think in legend mode it was in a different location, the barrier champions. I don't know, I have to check. But I think it's different than this one. Anyway, I had bad luck because I had a barrier champion on a specific spot where it can shoot you from far away. It was unfortunate. I had bad luck. As usual, nothing special. Always get the worst luck with the barrier champions. First was my mic and now it's the champion. So you can see where the goblin is. Sometimes the champion can be there too. Where the sniper goblin is, we're throwing grenades. Yeah, sometimes it can be there. Oh boy. So yeah, it's can be a little irritating. So now I was trying to think if I should kill the barrier champion from far away. Then I realized no, I don't think it's possible with this loadout. So I decided just to focus on the goblin. So I was trying to use my Witherhoard to shoot the goblin, but for some reason I'm not doing too well. Like it says here I shot it and then it says I didn't. So I don't know. I'm so confused with Bungie. I'm so confused with Destiny. I shot it, but it missed. Maybe went through the legs, like as always, as you see in the champions. So I decided to throw my grenade soon. Come on, Blitz, throw your grenade. There you go. There she goes. Okay, finally. So now I was just waiting for my grenade because we're gonna deal with 2 overload champions. And those champions are the ones can kill you. So here I wanted to spawn them, and of course there'll be goblins or red ads, little mini major ads. So I decided to retreat. I didn't have my grenade, and the overload Minotaur could push me and kill me, so I decided to retreat and just wait for my grenade to have it back, and then we can deal with the champion. So now I'm prep for the grenade, and then you can deal with the overload champion. See, it spawns in the middle, like I said. So you can lure it through the stairs, and then you can use your sword. Not too bad. I think sword solves everything for champions for this season. Maybe they might nerf swords. I mean, if they do, it's okay. Of course, we can use other weapons. Whew. So now I was thinking what to do, because this barrier champion, I cannot push too much, and I wanted to kill this Minotaur because I already know if I go behind a Pacific wall over there. It's gonna kill me. So since I kill a Minotaur, I can push a bit. I want to first take down the goblets. Take them down. Then once we kill these goblins, we can take care of the barrier champion. So yeah, I was just trying to kill the ads. It was hiding behind the bubble. It can take time. So now we deal with that and we can deal with the champion. So first, I forgot about the overload. So there are times where you can forget about the overload champion. Definitely take care of the overload before taking care of the barrier. So now I'm just trying to lower it. I'm like, Jesus, stop hiding. Eek. So you can lower it from the stairs just like the last overload champion. Luckily, I made it run towards me and then you can kill it. But definitely kill it quickly because I will say the barrier champion can shoot you far away even from this distance. So now we can take down the barrier champion. So now I'm just trying to regain my health. But I think I missed an ad. Did I miss an ad? Okay, I think we're good. So I was trying to figure out if I should sword it. And maybe I should have just done the sword, to be honest. So I was trying to see if I can shoot it from this distance. Then I realized this barrier champion can move and can shoot you from there. So I decided to just sword it. But first we gotta deal with these goblins, because they will ruin our DPS with the barrier champions. So now what we can do is run towards it. And we're gonna stun this barrier champion so we can push with the sword. So yes, I would say this is the safest way, to be honest. I mean, with the sword loadout. I mean, with a sniper, I guess it'd be easier. You could just shoot it and then stun it. And then before taking down the box, we have to lower this Minotaur. Because it will be a gentleman and go down the stairs and then you can kill it. I wouldn't say it's too hard, that part. So now before popping the box, we're going to put a healing rift. And then we're going to shoot the box. Then we're going to take down the mini boss. Then we can take down the barrier champion. Now you could just use your Witherhoard and then throw a grenade and you can take it down. This will be the last barrier champion. Yay! I know, I'm sick of them. I'm sick of these barrier champions. And I'm sick of these overload champions too, but we'll be seeing them more. So recommend not to go over the steps because you will spawn the ads from the top. Definitely shoot the box from a distance and push through to the teleportation. So there are many ways to go to this route. Recommend, if using the sword, there is a safe route. So you can, once you go to the stairs, push up quickly because they will spawn. What I like to do is go from the left side. You can also do one jump with Warlock, but you can see I was doing pretty bad jump. So I decided to go to that little area and then jump here. Then the Overload champion will appear. Luckily I got two. This never happened, by the way. I would say one champion usually pushes you, not two. So I got a little lucky there, to be honest, because that normally does not happen. Then I was shooting some ads and I realized, oh wait, I killed all the champions. So after that, you can just go to the boss fight. And I will say that I did die the boss, so I will time skip. How did I die? One shot sniper. That's all I'm gonna say. And it was weird because I wasn't jumping. Anyway, I'm gonna time skip. Alright. Alright, so now we're gonna hit the box and we're gonna go around this area and we're going to have 2 ad spawns from this little door and from the left side door, just almost like the inside terminus if I remember. So recommend not to jump in this boss fight, it will kill you 1 hit. So you can shoot 1 Witherhoard and ads will spawn, so I was just trying to be careful. If 1 Witherhoard can spawn ads, and so I like to take my time here just to clear that ads, because if I do too much DPS on the boss, it will move and more ads will spawn, and it's just not worth it, to be honest, because the ads are a sniper, they can shoot you and sometimes they can kill you 1 hit. It happened to me. I got killed 1 hit, and that's why I died. But it was weird because I wasn't jumping, and I thought to myself maybe I was playing Grandmaster, so I looked my recordings and oh, it's Master. So yeah, the snipers can kill you 1 hit, but I don't know, maybe it was a bug, to be honest, because it never happened to me before. Of all my runs, of all my farming runs I've done since Legend and Master, I never had a death where the sniper can kill you 1 hit on Master. Grandmaster, yeah, okay, yeah, but with Master, I don't know. It was weird. So anyway, when the boss moves, go towards here, and you can shoot down the goblins. What you can do over here is you can use your super to take down the boss. So I was waiting for my super because I didn't mention I did die in my other run. So now we're gonna have our super. So we're going to use our super, shoot Witherhoard in the door from the left and right, and then go behind the Minotaur, and hopefully the boss won't shoot you. Sometimes it does shoot you, so we'll recommend to pop a healing rift. Or if you're a Titan, you could just pop a shield. Or if you're a hunter, you could just be invisible. We already know hunters are OP. I mean, yeah. So now there'll be these little snipers, and they can one-shot you. I will say they will in Master. So what I like to do is wait and run, don't walk, and then you can shoot down, take down these goblins. Then you can take down these snipers, but definitely be careful. If you have a bow, if you're in a fire team, yeah, you can use your bow to kill them. That's the safest strat, to be honest. So yes, you can take your time here. The Vex Minotaur won't push you towards here. It will just stand and shoot, or just look at you. So once the ads are clear, you can move, or you can take down the first box if you want. For me, I didn't. I wanted to take down the box where it's the closest towards the boss. Well, from the right side. So I was just trying to regain my health. And then I'm gonna push towards the other side. So I was just looking, it's like, okay, there's no ads. And then just run. I wouldn't recommend jump. Don't jump. And then you can use your sword. So yeah, this boss fight isn't too bad, to be honest. Now over here there are 2 methods. You can hit the box and go to your little safe spot behind a Minotaur, or you can pop a healing rift, throw your grenade, and you can just sword it. For me, I just decided to sword it with the healing rift. Quickly take it down because it will spam stomp you. They love stomping. Then quickly go to the other side because this Minotaur will keep shooting. Now over here what we can do is shoot down the box and go to the Minotaur. I decided to go to this specific Minotaur, so you could just run where I'm going this footage, and then you can crouch behind the legs, and then you can shoot your Witherhoard. You can go to the... you can crouch them to the left side, where you can use your sniper or auto rifle. But since we're using Witherhoard, we can just use our Witherhoard away and take down the boss. So yeah, taking our time. So how's everyone doing? Everyone good? Gotta say, Master Run was a pain. I would say it's pain on the second box. You know, the Vex, Minotaur, I mean, with the 3 Overload champions and 2 Barrier champions. I mean, that's just too much in one little room. I would say that's the part that really irritates me a lot. But with Hunter, you can just turn invisible. But with Titan and Warlock, it's very painful, to be honest. And yes, this will be the easiest run on Hunter with infinite invisibility. You can see there's a lot of Grandmaster videos where, yeah, I didn't feel like taking down the Vex Minotaur. I got tired. So there you go, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Maybe I'll make another video. Still thinking, still debating. Not sure right now. Maybe I'll do a Grandmaster. Who knows? So anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye. And woo, 100k!